Before going to the video, I want you to Google how much does it cost to go on a safari in Masai Mara. Then comment it here for me. In this video, you'll find out how to reduce the cost of the safari as much as possible. And what I say is based on my experience of living in Kenya and Uganda for about 40 days. Before I go, I searched a lot about cost of safari, and whatever I found was too expensive for me. But being in Kenya and asking locals for help guided me and helped me to make the safari experience unbelievably affordable and enjoyable. Here, I share this experience with you. Of course, there are many options for everyone to get to Masai Mara, but if you're concerned about the costs and you're open to a little bit difficulty and adventure, continue in this video. Why I say it's difficult? Because you're going to use public transportation and you're going to find them on your own. But I'll tell you how, so don't worry. I suppose that you're in Nairobi, the capital city of Kenya. In Nairobi, you're going to CBD area, and you can find its location in the description below. In the CBD area, you can find a lot of matatus, which are minibuses, smaller than minibuses like vans, and you should get the one that goes to Narok city. It will cost 400 shillings per person, and you're going to be about 4 hours on the way. From Narok, you're going to Sekenani village, which is one of the gates of Masai Mara. But before going to Sekenani, I suggest you go for shopping in Narok city, in Naivas Market. And you can find this place's location in the description below as well. Because if you go to Sekenani and Masai Mara, everything will be much more expensive. So you should buy your food and snacks for about 2 or 3 days here in Naivas Market. So let's go to Sekenani. You have to get shared taxis from here, Narok, to Sekenani, and it will cost 500 shillings per person, and you'll be about 1.5 hours in the way. So the location of the taxi station is exactly in front of Naivas Market. But I tell you what to buy in Naivas Market. It's just based on you, but I tell you that you'll be hungry during safari, which is about morning to afternoon, and I suggest you to buy some bread, and if you like cheese, and some biscuits and cookies. And I tell you that you're going to share your snacks with the drivers, so buy something for them as well. Now you're in Sekenani, a very beautiful village with lots of Masai people. The first thing that you should do is going to the gate of Masai Mara and talk to the officers that are working there. They are super kind and helpful, and they really want to help tourists. It's kind of their duty. So ask them where to stay and what to do, and they have really good offers for you. We found a camp based on their suggestion, and it was really nice. And you can find different camps. There are lots of camps there, and if you have your own tent, or if you don't have your own tent but prefer to stay in a tent because it's cheaper, or if you want and prefer to stay in a room, there are all options for you. We found a very comfortable, affordable and clean camp, and you can find its location in the description below, although it's not advertisement, and I'm just offering something to you. We paid $20 per person per night. It's worth. Now it was the time for the main part, finding game drivers for tomorrow to go on the safari, and we were just searching for others to share the car with them to reduce the costs, but we didn't find anybody because we went there off season, and we were just waiting and searching for a game driver, and we saw that 2 Masai people coming toward us, and they said hi, and they were so kind and super nice, like other African people that we met. And they said that, are you searching for game drivers? And we said yes, and they told us their offer, and we bargained a lot. And as you know, you have to bargain about everything in Africa. It will work. So we dealt with them with a good price for us, which was about 11,000 per day. And we were so happy because we assumed that if we don't have anybody to share, it will be much more expensive. So we dealt with them, and you can find their numbers in the description below. They were super kind and nice game drivers. Now is the day to go on the safari, and you have to deal with the drivers to come after you at the time that you want. We asked them to come at 6 o'clock because we wanted to use the most benefit, and they come after you at the exact time, and you go and you deal with them to have 8, 9 or 10 hours of safari, and you have to pay another cost, which is park entrance fee, which is $80 per person. There is no way to not to pay this, so you have to count this in your costs. Now you're in the park, and the first animal that you see are zebras. They are amazing, they are everywhere. You go further, you see giraffes, elephants, lions, lionesses, hippos, crocodiles, buffaloes, and whatever that you think. You're going to see about 17 to 20 animal species, but maybe you will miss 1 or 2 species. We missed rhinos. And at the end of the day, you'll say that, oh my God, it was the most beautiful day of my life and I enjoyed it a lot. So let's go back to the first question. How much does it cost to go on a safari in Masai Mara? 400 shillings, matatu from Nairobi to Narok. 500 shillings taxis from Narok to Sekenani. About 600 shillings for food and snacks. 4,000 shillings for camp for 2 nights. 8,000 shillings park entrance fee. 11,000 shillings game driving. And all of these are for 1 person. Now let's go to see how the costs are for 2 persons together. 800 shillings matatus from Nairobi to Narok. 1,000 shillings taxis from Narok to Sekenani. About 1,200 shillings for food and snacks from Naivas Market. 11,000 shillings for game driving. 8,000 shillings for camp for 2 nights for 2 person. And 16,000 shillings for park entrance fee. Total costs for 1 person: 24,500 shillings, 245 USD. Total costs for 2 persons: 38,000 shillings, which is 380 USD. For more information about safari in Masai Mara, you can watch our other video, Masai Mara, and I hope you're going to have a great safari in Masai Mara, and if you need more help, you can contact us whenever you want. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe our channel.